What's good? This is me, J Raz the Barber, owner of Jay's Barber School. What's up to my students? What's good? But yeah, so I just want to make a little review. Oh yeah, by the way, that school is in Wapato, Washington. So if you're nearby, come through. If you want to come to a real school where you're gonna learn some real stuff. And yeah, so today's review, we're gonna do it on the Tomb45 air compressor. First off, I just want to give my take on the whole enhancement stuff. When enhancement in haircuts and beards and all that stuff first came out, I was not the biggest fan. I have always felt like it's kind of unnecessary. I felt like you could make a trash haircut look good just by throwing a little bit of paint on it, and that kind of drew me away from it because I felt like, man, that's fake, that's weak, it's unnecessary, it's something that they're kind of tainting the game. Those were my first thoughts. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't know, I didn't like anything about it. I felt like I've always been somebody that thought it's better to be original, to be who we are, and I felt like putting paint on somebody is not who we are. It's not what we're working with. It's just kind of make believe, you could say, But nonetheless, I also feel, and I tell my students, that you have to be open-minded in this game. You can't be one of the old bitter barbers that feel like their way is the only way of doing things. No new techniques or no new styles or no new this should be coming into the game. That's not how I feel. I feel you got to be open-minded, and honestly, that's what got me to using the whole air compressor. So we're gonna go ahead and open it up now that you guys know my thoughts on how I felt about it initially, but I'm kind of getting broken into it a little bit. So I've been messing with it. Me and my students, we have fun. When we're at school, we practice anything we see on YouTube. Anything that we see somebody that came out with, we mess with it, we play with it. We order it, either I will or one of my students, and then we kind of test it out on each other and see what's up. I mean, as far as the little device goes, this thing's pretty cool. It's just cordless, convenient. You turn it on. It's got two little different stages to it, and the stages kind of is the level of how much paint you want it to spit out. So it's got the little gun right here, and then you just connect this here. Yeah, so when we first got it, we've tried it on our beards, we've tried it on our hairlines, we've tried to kind of just play with it a little bit. Like I said, whenever we're in class and at school, I want these guys to feel comfortable enough to where I'm not teaching them like they have to do this when they're out in the field, but I want every student that comes out of my school to be well-rounded, to be a well-rounded barber. I want them to feel like they went to school and they learned a little bit about everything, from the new stuff, the old stuff, and everything in between. We're gonna learn it there, and I think I'm a student of the game. I'm the owner of the school, I'm the instructor, but I'm still a student. I forever am gonna keep growing, keep learning, and so that's what brought us here, So I never would have thought I'd be using something like this, because honestly, I was against it. I was that guy talking crazy, talking about how it's ruining the game, it's not original, it's garbage. I said all that stuff, man. I said it to my clients, I said it to other barbers, I said it, and I can admit it, but I also admit that I'm an open-minded person, and I will switch up my mind from time to time. I mean, we grow, and we can't be stuck in our ways. If it's something that can potentially make progress or can be another asset, another tool to our toolbox, then why not learn? I mean, and that's, I feel, what my school is based on, is that we get different tools from everywhere. We're watching YouTube videos where you know, learning new stuff ourselves. We're trial and error, really. You know, we have fun while we do it. You know, and so yeah, as far as the whole little machine itself, all you gotta do is get your little solution. You pour it in here. So you just pour it in here. Pretty simple. Pour it in there. Then you get your little card or whatever it is you're gonna use, and you spray alongside of it, and that just kind of enhances the lines. If you're talented and you have a good steady hand and you got some sharp tools that you're working with, your lines are gonna be crispy anyway. You know, everything's gonna be crispy. I got some haircuts that look like they were enhanced and they weren't. You know, so I think at the end of the day, this is kind of like the cherry on top. This is like sprinkles into your little ice cream cone or something. You know, like this is not really necessary, but if you want to do it, go for it. You know, I think if your clients want it, it looks pretty dope on pictures, Instagram pictures. I think I got like one picture on Instagram that that has that. So go check it out. You know, J_Raz_ the barber. So yeah, like I said, all it's gonna do is gonna sharpen up some lines. It's gonna make everything look crispy. It's gonna add a little bit that to your cuts. You know, not that everybody needs it, and honestly, I understand when people say I'm not messing with that stuff. I'm not gonna do it. You know, because I mean we're all different. We all think different things, and I don't expect everybody to jump on it. Me personally, I probably won't use it a lot. You know, I feel like my cuts are all right, you know, without it. But I think it's pretty fun to play with. I'm an artist, you know, I love art. You know, I love drawing, painting, all that stuff. You know, I feel like every head is a canvas, really. So we've been doing art. This is just another paintbrush, another tool. Not paintbrush, but another tool to paint, you know? That's what it is. You're throwing paint on someone's face or head, you know? And we are artists, you know? And at the same time, not everybody's gonna like a certain type of art. But I mean, I think it is what it is, and I think you gotta use it, you know? And I'm talking to all my stubborn, hard-headed barbers out there like me. Like, try it out, you know? Buy one. They're not too bad. It's $180. I think I paid for it. And there's a new one that came out, but I didn't want to wait for it because you had to like pre-order. You know, I think try it out. Order it, you know, or somebody at your shop has one already. Ask them to let you, you know, try it out on a cut. Play with it. If you like it, you order yourself one, or you try it on your cuts. If you don't use it. You know, if your line's already crispy, you don't need this really. You know, but I think we're all different, like I said, and if you want to try it out, one thing I would say is like, I think like anything, you gotta remember the fundamentals first. I wouldn't suggest you just jump straight into this if your lines ain't crispy, if your haircuts ain't clean. You know, first, you know, learn how to get down on a clean fade. Learn how to do some crispy ass lineups, you know. Get some beards. I know my beard's looking a little rough right now. It's all good though. But, you know, I think learn how to do all that first, you know, and then start messing with this. But nonetheless, play with it, man. I think barbering is straight up one of the coolest jobs. You know, we get things to spice up our little, you know, arsenal, you know, and this is just another tool. So it's like, why not try it out? If you don't like it, don't use it. It's that simple. You don't gotta hate. You don't gotta do all that stuff. And honestly, I was stuck on that page for a little bit. I wasn't hating on people, but I was hating on the fact that we putting paint on each other's faces and shit like that. Look, I didn't like it at first. I was like, shh, this ain't the barber game that I came into. So I've been cutting hair for professionally 11 years. When I first started cutting hair, you didn't see what you see now. You didn't see all the YouTube videos. You didn't see how flooded it is with barbers. You didn't see all that. You know, I think barbers were older and there was very few young barbers. And right now, if there's a lot of young talented barbers out there, you know, which I think is dope, because honestly, I think it gives young people a way of making money legally, and it's a cool ass job. Like, fuck, who got a better job than a barber? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not shitting on other jobs, you know, because everybody's got to grind. But I mean, we're barbers. There's very few jobs that kind of you could say are as cool as being a barber, you know. And that's just me, you know. That's just because I love the game, and I love everything about it. So I'm obviously gonna talk good about it. But I'm saying, like, so this is just a little review on this thing. You know, it's not much. It's my first review. So go ahead and look up my channel. It's under Jay's Barber School LLC. Um, there's gonna be more videos to come. I hope you like it. If there's something else you want me to talk about, let's do it. You know, I think there's a lot of cool products out there that are new, that are fresh, and we just gotta learn to see what's up, you know? So if there's another product you want me to talk about, let me know. Drop a little comment. Make sure you subscribe, and peace.